And we are live. Welcome everybody once again to Football Family. It's your boy Solomon again, back with another live stream. And basically, we are back with another story. So before I go ahead, first of all, apologies for yesterday's stream because yesterday's stream I was just all over the place. To be honest, I was all over the place. I was up there, out there. I was holding you guys on mute. Let me just say, I'm sorry for yesterday's stream. I'm just trying to, when you try to juggle too many things together, that's what happened. But because everybody joining the stream today, don't forget to smash up this like. As we are early in the show, let's raise the likes. Raise the likes, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comment section. Be a part of the show. Thank you so much. As we go on, smash the like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section. So as usual, I'm going to put the link to join the show in the comment section, so you guys can just join on and let us have your say on all these matters. So there's no other place to start. A lot to talk about, so definitely I'm going to start from somewhere, but I have to start from nowhere else than from our women, and that is if you don't know, the WAFCON, that is Women African Cup of Nations, will be starting next week. The Women African Cup of Nations will be starting next week, and Nigeria will be taking. It will be next on Thursday, next week Thursday. Now Nigeria will be having their first game next week Thursday. But before then, we'll probably do a small show talking about looking at the Super Falcons generally. We know they have already won 11 out of 14. The tournament has not been 4. There have been 14 of those such tournaments, and the Nigerian Super Falcons has won 11 out of 13. So meaning that they have only lost it twice since 1991 when the tournament has been created. So that means our women has been bossing that particular tournament all the way. But let me just look at let me just show us some of the stars that we will be expecting. Some of the stars that we'll be expecting for the WAFCON, for the Women African Cup of Nations. A lot of them talking about today. Big up everybody that's watching. Smash up the likes as you come in, subscribe to the channel, and let us move. So let me give you some of the superstars in the Women African Cup of Nations. So I'm going to be starting with the first person, talking about no other person, and I will start with our own, who is a free agent at the moment. That's the person of Rasheedat Ajibade. This girl, she's the captain of the Super Eagles, and she has won as many as possible for the Super Eagles. That is for the Super Eagles. We also have Temwa Chiwenga. He plays for Kansas City in the United States. She also will be there in that particular tournament. And that person is Barbara Banda, Orlando Pirates. She plays for Zambia. Also, the next will be Uchenna Kanu from Racing Lewis FC. Then also we have Gift Monday. That's also Gift Monday. She's also for the Super Falcon. We have Chiwendu Ihezu, who happens to play. He played in the friendly and she scored in the last friendly that we had. We also have Azizat Oshuala. That's our own Babola. Azizat Oshuala also will be in the tournament. We also have Jeremy Sewe. She's also from Zambia. Now Zambia, and then you also have Bongenka Gemadi of Norgesland City, and that particular one was Zambia. So if you look at it now, you have Nigerian and Zambia, and let me tell you something. The last African Cup of Nations that we played was actually won by Ghana. I think that Ghana was the last person that broke our jinx. I think Ghana, and I think there was Guinea that broke that. So, but aside that, it has always been the Super Falcon, They've won it, honestly, 11 times at the moment. So we are hoping, I'm wishing them luck, and I'm expecting I'll be following that tournament. Also, I'll be giving you an update on that tournament on this particular channel, so we'll know how far the Super Falcons will do. But hopefully, they are going to break the record and make it the 12th tournament they are going to be winning, in the WAFCON, in the Women African Cup of Nations. Now, that's why we'll start the story from that. That is WAFCON. Now, no other place to start also according to the title of this video, yes, we are all familiar that Arsenal have announced the signing of Kepa. But not just that's not the only signing that Arsenal has actually announced. Arsenal has actually announced a lot of news at the moment. They have announced a lot of news at the moment talking about Kepa. But we're going to take a short look at both and see how what those signings look like. So I'm going to put up, let me get that on the screen. Actually, Arsenal has made two announcements signing already. Arsenal has made two announcements signing already. So we're going to just be looking at that, today. We're going to start with that of Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now, I want to know what Arsenal fan, what you think about this particular announcement, because that's part of the announcement. We're going through this and so we can move on. Kepa Arrizabalaga, what do you think about the signing? I personally think it's not a bad signing because 5 million for this kind of goalkeeper. Somebody we all know he's not starting. Kepa Arrizabalaga is not starting for us now. So let's forget about the fact that, and let's forget about this one that you're going to be telling me that anybody can. I was on the show with KG, and I see them, running that package, telling us that, oh, we are getting each other. Yeah, but he's not playing, he's not starting anyway. I didn't mean we are making him our first goalkeeper. Yes, that I can be concerned about. But at the moment, this guy is supposed to be back up to Raya. So for me, he'll probably not play any game, or probably play only cup games, and maybe sometimes when we never can tell what will happen. And his first interview has been, and now look at this. Past accuracy of goalkeepers since 2018. Now look at it. You have Ederson of Man City having the highest, followed by Alexis Baker. Then you have Kepa, Bernardo Leo, Emil Martinez, and Hugo Lloris. Meaning that there has not actually been. I'm very sure the reason why the Arsenal website is actually putting this out is because they want everybody to see that he is not actually that bad. We understand. We know how that works. That and we know how that works. So for me, I know that that's the reason why this particular one has been, put out there. But nice to see that Arsenal personally has gone on that radar, brought in Kepa. What do you think about Kepa? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think about the signing? What do you think about the signing? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think exactly about the Kepa Arrizabalaga signing for Arsenal? Let me know. Also, before I leave this story, since speaking about those news and everything that Arsenal is talking about, Arsenal also made the deal of Chloe Kelly permanent. He joined on loan, and finally Arsenal has made it. After they won the Women Champions League, and they've actually been also strengthening. So those are the two announcements that Arsenal made over the weekend. So now, before I go back to all other stories, let me just wrap up all the stories that actually or virtually concerns Arsenal. So I'm actually going to start with this, although I have a complete video, a whole video ranting about this particular one I want to talk about, and that is the case of Noni Madueke. Now, I did a particular 3-minute video, complaining about why I don't think Madueke should be what we should be looking at. Please go back to the video. If you are done with this stream, smash the like on the video, subscribe, and let me know what you think. I just don't think that this is the right thing, the right deal for us to be doing at the moment. I don't think Madueke should be the deal. Let me tell you something. Nothing away from the quality. He's a quality winger, not world class, but he's somebody that can do something, that can do a job over there. But right now, I don't believe we need, if Arsenal was like Chelsea, that could actually, spend money and put 50 million worth of player on the bench, I wouldn't worry. If Arsenal was a company like Man City that can put big players on the bench, I would have said, okay, yes. But we are not used to that, and I'm not used. So I wouldn't want them to expend that amount of money on Noni Madueke, because they expending such money on Noni Madueke at this point does not make any sense. Noni Madueke for big money will not make sense at the moment. So me personally, I'm not expecting that deal to. I'm expecting that deal to fall through, to collapse, because I'm believing it's just paper talk, and I don't think there will be any signing of another Chelsea. We have, in fact, the way we have done. I don't want to talk much about it. Just go back to my video, check out my video on Noni Madueke. I did a whole video on that particular one. Now, moving away from that particular news, Madueke news, I told you, I said, this is the one I want to see. If you want a Nigeria in diaspora, or you are, if the Arsenal is actually engulfed or engrossed with the, the way the Nigerians feel, the Nigerian talent, I think Eze should be a better option at the moment. Eze should be a better option. It should be the person we should be looking at, and not this, not definitely not what's his name? Not the Madueke. Eze Berechi Eze is the man. Like, I believe this one improves us and it solves some of the problems that we need at the moment. Now, moving on from to that, we have been linked with this guy again as usual. We are the Link FC. We are always linked with one person or the other. And now we find that Arsenal has been linked with this guy. I think the guy is from Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Turkey international. He's 23 years old. And according to what we heard, he said his agent is the same agent as Victor Gyökeres. His agent is the same agent with Victor Gyökeres. And his name is Maganes Akiloy. I don't know the pronunciation. He's 23 years. He's a Turkish international. And we've been told that Arsenal are actually, monitoring him just because he has an agent linked with one of the strikers. I think Gyökeres agent is an agent or something. And that's why we have him on the radar. And like I'm saying, they believe all these signings are for the future. Definitely, it is not a signing for now. I'm telling you. But at the moment, we need more than that. Big up everybody that's watching. Smash up the like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And finally, on the Arsenal note, which one are we going to get? Which one are we going to get? Are we going to get this guy, Sesko or Gyökeres? That debate, I'm even tired. Everywhere in this, we are now, that is the only story that we are now hearing. Is it Sesko? Is it Gyökeres? Is it Sesko? Whichever way, just get one done. Anyone that comes in, I will support him blindly. I'll be shameless. I'll call him the best striker in the world. And we're back in the new season, and I will start celebrating again. That's just me for you. I love my team and I will support my team, so it definitely doesn't matter. So that's one thing I want to know. But I just want Arsenal to make sure they get the signing all over the line. So whether it is Gyökeres or anybody, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I just want one. That is that on that. Well, moving away from the case of Arsenal transfer, so it doesn't look as if we've been talking about Arsenal. Let's look at some news keeping up from other teams in the Premier League. Now I'm going to start with let me start with Liverpool. Now, I think I saw this news that there's going to be there's about to look like a backroom, a kind of a shape up for the backroom staff of what's his name, their coach, and his slot. But before we go into that, let me just start with this. Let me bring this up now. Share this instead. Pardon me. I have to get this up. Yeah, let's see. So I think the first news today we have Liverpool have rejected an approach from Bayern Munich to sign for Luis Diaz. That's what, according to Sky Sports, that Bayern Munich wants Luis Diaz. Don't forget that they also, contacted Martinelli. They wanted Martinelli, meaning that I think after they've lost Luis Sane, they are trying to get someone right now, and I guess their ends were taken off. Luis, they tried to go for Luis Diaz, which actually I don't think is coming up. Liverpool rejected actually the approach for him. I think they want to keep Diaz. And the next one is Giovanni Broncos joined Liverpool as assistant coach. And this exactly is the shake-up I'm talking about. I think Liverpool are trying to shake up their managerial whatever, and they are adding Giovanni Van Bronckhorst to that particular mix at the moment. So those guys is going to be joining and a slot. And I'm believing, in fact, the way Liverpool is strengthening at the moment, the way they are kind of trying to build up their team at the moment and get things, up, I think it's also nice. It's scary as a rival. From a rival point of view, honestly, I'm really, really scared of Liverpool. Now, at the moment, we can see that Newcastle United are very interested in Harvey Elliott's situation, and Harvey Elliott has made it clear to Liverpool that he now wants to play first-team football, which I think that is going to be a problem, because I'm not believing that is likely to happen at the moment. I don't see that happening at the moment. Now, we already know that Liverpool has some transfer wrapped up already. Now, starting with the signing of Milos Kekes, then Florian Watts, and then Jeremy Frimpong, and then Amorim Persic. Those are the signings that Liverpool has made. And I'm saying something. I'm saying this. Liverpool, don't worry. Liverpool has done what is needed for their particular. If as for Liverpool, they've done what I think is needed. And for a team that has won the league, personally, I think Liverpool has done enough. I am scared of them already. Now, we know that Jan Konsa had moved from Liverpool, and they were able to, sign. They were able to sign. They were able to sell him for about £30 million. I don't know how they did that anyway. But right now, the way Liverpool is doing business, this is good. Now, big up Tamina Ahmed for watching. I want to see your comment. Let me just your comment. Thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to smash up the like. Thank you so much for watching the show. He said Gokares joining Arsenal and Sesko joining Arsenal too. And Rodrigo joining Arsenal. Famidi joining Arsenal. And Eze too joining Arsenal. And Mosquera too joining Arsenal. Now, how are you getting this deal, and how are you expecting this deal to actually work for? Because do we have the money to get all this deal? Honestly, this would be for me, this would be a dream signing for me. You say what's my name? My name is Solomon. Solomon. It's there on the page. You got Solomon. You can call me Solomon anytime. And I'm always on Football Family. I'm also on some other news. Big up yourself for watching. It is my first time watching your show. My name is Tamina Ahmed. Can you please give me a shout out, please? And like I'm doing that immediately. Of course, please big up everybody. Do you have a channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? Let me know if you want a YouTube channel, so I can pick you up. And you can also come on, because actually, if you want to come on the show now, I'm going to paste the link in the comment section. You're going to join the show, and then we're going to have YouTube chats a little bit. Let me just wrap up the story. I'm going to paste the link in the comment section. You just click the link in the comment section, and then let's talk football. Just let me wrap up with some of the news we have. So that is for Liverpool. Now we see that just let me just do a wrap up on Liverpool right now at the moment. Big up yourself, Etemina. Like I told you, I think I already answered that one. My name is Solomon. I think you know who I am. Smash up the like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. That's the only way you can help me. I'm going to post the link in the comment section. Don't forget, I'm going to just stay with me. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. We're going to come. I'm going to have some football chats. So I'm looking forward to speaking with you, and we'll discuss about those signing of Arsenal. Now, let's quickly move on. Moving on to the case of Liverpool. We said Liverpool, Lyon are demanding 60 million for Malik Fofana, who has interest from many clubs, including Arsenal, Liverpool, and Marseille. But at this point, I'm not expecting Liverpool to buy anybody again. If Liverpool buys pick up your time about that. If you sign strikers again, I will be very, very worried. Liverpool at the moment are moving mad at the moment. I think that I don't think there's anything much for Liverpool apart from the fact that people are actually interested in picking up Luis Diaz at the moment. Now, yes, we also United are actually apart from Mbeumo, I think they are linked with Wilfred Ndidi. Let's see, £10 million, €10 million from Leicester. Not a big fee. I'll be very excited for him if he's able to join, but that's just what we expected. Now, Manchester United are linked with Brian Mbeumo and some other, apart from Brian Bremo and this, I don't think I've seen any Brian Bremo, Sesko, Brian Bremo, Eucharist, and then Wilfred Ndidi. I think those are the transfers that United have been looking at. And don't forget that they've also signed Cunha already. That is that for Manchester United. Now let's go to the Oga Pata of them all, the Baba of them all, the one that has been signing everybody. Now, seriously, the way Chelsea is doing business scares me. The way Chelsea is doing business, yes, I don't know how they're able to balance the book, but Chelsea doing business is honestly the way they sell, the way they buy. I don't understand how they balance the books, but Chelsea, that's just how they are. They've gotten in Leon Delap. They're still looking at IST. They are also looking at Kudus. They are also being linked with Gyökeres, and in fact, they also want to get this Dortmund guy, Gettins, a lot of players that they are interested in getting, and I'm worried. And one way or the other, we can continue to say that, oh, these guys, their approach is scattergun, and Liverpool and Chelsea is not looking like they are serious. But at a point in time, I think they are beginning to get this transfer right. And at the point, they're trying to offload Nicholas Jackson, and they're also trying to offload Noni Madueke. And I'm so shocked that Arsenal is trying themselves, to get themselves involved in this business. I don't know how Chelsea keeps, getting ourselves involved in Chelsea's business. But that's all. Chelsea generally, for me, let me tell you one thing about Chelsea that I think I am going to speak about Chelsea before I move to the final person, which is Manchester City, and then we'll open the lines for everybody to call in. Now, Chelsea, at this point, I am worried that they will get it right, because they are just spending too much when it comes to money. They spend, yes, and they are having the avenue to sell well. So it worries me, because if they continue to do this, and they continue to do this again and again, sooner or later, they will get it right too. They can only boast of Palmer, Caicedo, and Enzo at the moment. But sooner or later, they will be able to boast of quality players, and they will start winning trophy, and there will be Arsenal staying. That's why I said, Arsenal, please get business sorted at the moment. Get business sorted at the moment. And finally, we're going to be looking at the case of Manchester City. Manchester City. Now, we know Chelsea is the sole team in the Club World Cup at the moment, representing the English contingency. Now, Manchester City were knocked out a couple of days ago. Now, City also have not been sitting idle in the transfer market. They've actually been buying, and they've been, they've added a lot to their team. And I would like to know what you think. Do you think City will actually go back to being the dominant force that they used to be? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Generally, the transfer window has been dry, probably because of the Club World Cup. It has made the transfer window, there hasn't been anything special, to talk about. And basically, we know City lost the Club World Cup. They lost to not the Club, they are out of the tournament. They lost to Al Hilal, if I'm not mistaken, Al Hilal. So basically, that has been the roundup on all this story. Now, moving on to next, I'm going to throw the line open. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for big up Timina. If you are in the chat, I'm going to put the comments in the chat, the link in the chat now for your calling, so that what you think. I think enough of me blabbing for the past 30 minutes. Let me hear what you think and what your opinion is. So I'm going to put this here. Call in. I'm going to put this there. So the process to call in is very simple. All you need to do is, click on the link in the comment section. The link is in the comment section. Just all you need to do is click on this link in the comment section. Click on the link. Enable your camera if you want to. If you don't want your camera, you can just give me your voice and let us know. Call in and let us have a say. So Termina, if you are still in the chat, come on. Tamina, if you're in the chat, you can use the link to join the show and let's have the chat. So basically, looking at this, his comment, he says Gokares is joining Arsenal, Sesko is joining Arsenal too, and Rodrigo joining Arsenal, Zubomendi joining Arsenal, Arsenal too, Eze joining Arsenal too, and Mosquera. Yeah, that reminds me. The deal for Mosquera also is still on. Arsenal are actually trying at the moment to get that, and I believe that should be sorted. I think it's a defender, and it kind of will be a kind of substitute or a kind of depth for William Saliba, and that's what we expect. How we expect it to look like for Arsenal at the moment. Now, big up everybody that's watching. Don't forget to smash up the like. Let me know what you think in the comment section concerning everything we discussed. Arsenal has finally announced their signing that we have been waiting for all day. Now, on the Mosquera deal, I think something just needs to come up before I just need to share this before we wrap it up. The link is in the comment section, everybody. You can call in and let us have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's have that chat. Just click on the link. Let me know what you think in the comment section and let us discuss. On the Christian Mosquera's deal, let's see what we have. We have an update, and it said Christian Mosquera has not decided yet. Christian Mosquera has decided not to accept Valencia proposal of a contract renewal. The player wants to join Arsenal and hopes the two clubs can reach an agreement on transfer. This guy is hell bent on joining Arsenal. So for me, I don't think there is any other thing that can change that. Because everybody that's watching in the comment section, don't forget to smash the like. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think so far, who do you think has done the best business? Who do you think has, created more avenue for yourself to win? Right now, I think Liverpool is just making headway. I think Liverpool is the big deal at the moment. Liverpool looks like big. I think the first best in the market so far has been Liverpool, followed by Manchester City, and then maybe Arsenal, because basically we are like those that have actually made okay. United, because of their position and their stance at the moment, I don't think it's possible for us to accept their deal at the best right now, because we feel they have a long way to go. But overall, we just know that this after Liverpool and then Manchester City, I think I will just put us now there, and maybe Tottenham, nothing. And I don't know why this transfer market is just too slow. This transfer market is too slow for me. I don't know. It's just too slow for me. Let me know what you think concerning everything we have discussed in this video. So I'm going to leave the line open for a couple of minutes for some of us to actually have our say, and as the news is breaking. Let me see if I'm able to come up with any new news. Big up yourself every damn time. Don't forget to smash up the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. 214 subscribers at the moment. Let us count it. We want to beat the 500 mark before the season starts. So let's get that happening. Let's see what's the news. What's the latest? What is the news? Another news is breaking now. As the odds, let me bring it up. Another story. Let me Oh yeah. Chelsea have signed Joao Pedro from Brighton in a deal worth up to £60 million. This is what I'm saying. These guys just got back to the Champions League and they are spending money like this. According to the news, Pedro will be able to play for Chelsea at the tournament as club are allowed to register players between 27 and 3rd. Chelsea has signed Joao Pedro again. At this point, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Aston, what's going on? Let's read the comment from Joao Pedro. Let me just get that comment up here. Let me get the comments up here. Honestly, I don't know how Chelsea is pulling this off. Honestly, I don't know. Playing for Chelsea means winning trophies. Joao Pedro on his Chelsea move. I grew up watching the Premier League, and Chelsea were a club that won trophies. So when you join Chelsea, you can only think one thing, and that is to win trophies. Every competition, you have to think, I play for Chelsea, and that is my ambition. Now, these guys are going to take this now, and they are not going to allow somebody rest. Chelsea fans, honestly, how is Chelsea pulling all this off? Someone who just qualified, who just went to the Champions League. What if they had been in Champions League by now? What would they have done? Chelsea signs Joao Pedro. In fact, if you estimate the amount that Chelsea has paid to Brighton, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Just can you tell me how much they played? Anyway, let's move on. Like, I'm just taking the encouragement from the fact that you sign plenty players does not automatically means you have actually, you have won the transfer window. You can still, because Nottingham, who are these people? West Ham actually won the last transfer window, getting a lot of players, but they actually still did not do anything with those players. That's my only hope at the moment. Now, according to Damesh said, Pogba is now a Monaco player. That's what we know. Sunderland has agreed a deal for Sadiq. Yeah, and Joao Pedro move is an excellent deal for Brighton because now they have paid. Chelsea will pay up to 60 million for the striker who scored 30 goals in 70 appearances for Brighton. Mad. That's mad. That is mad. Chelsea signs Joao Pedro and he joins up for the Club World Cup. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. This is crazy. This is crazy. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Chelsea signs Joao Pedro. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How is Chelsea pulling this off? How is Chelsea pulling this off? How is Chelsea able to do business and we are not? Liverpool are are the league winners. They've won leagues. They've won titles. They've won the title. That someone that should go and relax. I'm sorry, but they are not. They are still doing more. And here we are. We are exploring. Arsenal still exploring is a deal. Continues to explore the condition of the deal for Crystal Palace forward. Iberechi Eze. We left. We like I said I was saying we took this guy off our squad when he was 13. Well, I don't even blame. I don't even. That's normal. It happens. Yeah. So Joao Pedro has been confirmed for Chelsea. I think we can do that. He has been confirmed for Chelsea. Where were we? Okay. Can we move on? And then special. Signs for Burnley. Signs for Burnley from Lazio. Okay. Lazio. Spurs women lands Konga. Another Spurs has been doing a lot of Korean and Middle East players. I don't know whether it's because of their fans or something. They are basically trying to acquire all these guys. I think she's 19 years. And look at the way they even iron the Gator. See the Gator. 1 million. Bambokos joins the Liverpool coaching staff. Yeah, I think we discussed that one. Eze open to joining us now. He said it was going to be his dream to join the Arsenal team. Signs pay off. Signs pace off Real Madrid's move with assists. Yes, yeah. Madrid won their Club World Cup yesterday, game yesterday. I think that's true. I mean, we've not even discussed the Club World Cup today at all. So let's just maybe we just do that and then we will move on today from that. We're going to look at the Club World Cup merely after we are done when we wrap up this transfer segment. Club World Cup. I think we have to do with the women. Of course, science and deal with Everton women. They have women, getting all the applause at the moment. I think it's only the women that are serious. Well, men don't have time. Anyway, so let's go to the Club World Cup. We're going to be looking at quickly taking a brief look at the Club World Cup and the results. The game yesterday. Yesterday we had Real Madrid taking on Dortmund also yesterday. One Monterrey. But let me just save the stress and let's just look at that together. Let me at that stage. Let's look at the matches. Let's look at the knockout tournament. And then let's look at the match. So now these are the qualifications that we have at the moment. We have Palmeiras Chelsea. Chelsea is the only one representing the English contingency there. You have Fluminense against Al Hilal. Al Hilal, don't forget they defeated Manchester City. Then we have PSG playing Bayern, and then Real Madrid playing Dortmund. Now, I think we are beginning to be left with the Europeans. Now, we have one South America, one English. We have South America, Brazil, South America, Saudi. Then I think the rest are Europe. Apart from 2 South Americans, 1 Saudi, Europe. Now, what this tells me is, I think the Saudi league, I think these Saudi owners, the way they've been able to, even though we might be, laughing at them that they have pumped a lot of money into their league, they've actually did a lot to get players and old players into their team. I think it has actually helped them. Can you imagine in the Club World Cup, they have their team in this quarterfinals already. They have a team in the quarterfinals, something Africa and every other contingents could not do. They have been able to boast that they have, even though we can yap the Saudi league how we want, we can yap the Saudi Arabian league, but actually look at it, they have one of their team in the quarterfinal of the Club World Cup playing against the best in the world. So we might want to rate less of Saudi Arabia. Let me count how many of the leagues you have there. Palmeiras maybe from South America, maybe Brazil, or the Fluminense maybe from Brazil also, or something. I don't know. I will get that later. But we have Chelsea from England. We have PSG from France, Bayern from Germany, Dortmund from Germany, and then Real Madrid from Spain. So I think the only contingency you have an high volume at the moment is Germany, with Dortmund facing Real Madrid, and then the second Bayern, with Bayern facing PSG. Now, let me tell you something. I'll be putting my eyes on this Palmeiras Chelsea, because Chelsea is the only contingency left in the Club World Cup. Chelsea fan, do you think Chelsea can make it to the final? Let me know what you think in the comment section. For Al Hilal is taking Fluminense, and one way or the other, I think their story is beginning to excite me. And at least Saudi Arabia has been able to prove that the money they have been pouring in their league has not gone to a waste. The money they've been pouring to a league, what it has shown me is that that league is no longer a joke. And that's why I'm advising anybody. I don't have any issue with anybody deciding to go to Saudi, because actually they are beginning to do well in that league. Then I'll look at PSG Bayern. I think the biggest game there will be PSG Bayern, and then Real Madrid versus Dortmund. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section for the Club World Cup. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Now, looking at the table, wow. Wow. I want to know your opinion concerning this Club World Cup. What do you think about the Club World Cup? How do you think? Do you think it has been a success and it has come to stay? Do you think? I think people will continue, but do you think it's a tournament that is worth the hype? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, there's a question that I and a big group discussed yesterday that I didn't actually know how. How were teams chosen into the Club World Cup? I think I need to get the clarification today. I want to get the clarification today. Let me find this out. How were clubs chosen for that Club World Cup? How come Liverpool is not there? If you know, let me know in the comment section. But I'm trying to search and get how, why. How are teams chosen into the Club World Cup? Now, they said, okay, let me just bring it up so that we can, so that it will not be Ojoro to anybody. If you know, they said, how does team qualify for the Club World Cup? They said the majority of the team qualify for it based on their performances in their respective Confederation Club Championships. Only a single playoff match was played as part of the qualification, which determines the final team in the competition. But Liverpool won the Champions League now. They won the Champions League in the last 5 years. Why is Liverpool not there? That's what I want to know. Why is Liverpool not in the Club World Cup? Let me just. Why is Liverpool not in the Club World Cup? I really want to know why Liverpool is not there, because I want to know why are Chelsea in the Club World Cup and not Liverpool? Okay. Chelsea and Manchester City are the two English clubs in the 22 Premier League champions were not eligible. Both Chelsea and City secured their places by winning Champions League between 2021 and 2024. Okay. Clubs from Europe were given 12 of the 32 teams at the summer tournament. 4 were intended for the Champions League winner to qualify 2024, and 8 best team in the competition. So as Real Madrid won the Champions League um, within this period, the nine best non-winners were awarded the club qualification. Only two teams from each nation are allowed to qualify unless more won each continent equal equivalent during the Olympian period. So as Chelsea and City both won the Champions League, they take the two English spots. Of teams not in Champions League between Liverpool were fifth best performing team not to win the Champions League. Liverpool finished higher than, but all come from same country. So the Chelsea and Manchester City had taken the two slots that was taken because they both won the Champions League at that point in time. They won it more. Liverpool, Chelsea won twice, and Liverpool was more current. So and they needed slots for just two. So that was what happened, and they had to give it to the two teams that were there. But I thought I was hearing the fact that they said some clubs could have qualified by their better performances. So Chelsea, England, okay. So Chelsea came in because they're Champions League winners. Real Madrid, Champions League winners. Man City, Champions League winner. Bayern Munich, best non-league, non-Champions League winner. PSG, second best non-Champions League winner. Borussia Dortmund, third best non-Champions League winner. Italy, fourth best non-Champions League winner. Fifth best non-Champions League winner. Sixth best non-Champions League winner. Seventh best. Oh, okay. I think I understand why Liverpool are not there now. Yeah, that's a shame. But because if Liverpool had been there, it would have made sense. Maybe would have enjoyed more of Liverpool. But overall, I think the Club World Cup has been fun for me, Sha. I think I've enjoyed watching the Club World Cup. I've enjoyed watching the Club World Cup. I've enjoyed watching it. And that's nice. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Big up everybody that's watching. Don't forget to smash up the like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And a lot I've discussed. I want to know what you think about everything we have discussed in the comment section. Let me know what you think. We talk about the Super Falcons. I'm not mistaken. We discussed about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Talking about the WAFCON. They've won 11 out of 13. They only lost 2. Let me know. We're wishing them best of luck. Then we looked at the transfer market, which is actually boring this time. And then we looked at the Club World Cup. So I think we'll be done justice. It's nothing actually breaking in the world of sports. Nothing. Let me just confirm this before I wrap up. Okay. Let's see any new news. Yeah, I want to actually talk about this. I want to talk about this news, and I think that has been an area that I think we need to look into. Why are European teams running away from Victor Osimhen? Why are European teams running away from this guy? This guy has proven himself already. But why are these Europeans? Why? See, he's the one that wants to prove himself to anybody. Me personally, Osimhen is not proving himself to me. I don't know why he's even giving himself stress. He's the best. He's so far in the world now. For you to beat Osimhen, I don't know who you are that you tell me that Osimhen is one of the best striker in the world right now. And why are people not going for him? That's my issue. People are saying he has ego. He did this, he did that, he did those. But is he good at his job? Yes. Does he know how to score goals? Yes. What is his salary too much? No. If bigger strikers of his caliber, the range that they are collecting, what they are earning, and what they are earning is the same. And I don't think he's asking for too much. Me, I've said this. Osimhen is not asking too much. Osimhen is not Mbanu. I'm never agreeing to that fact that you tell me that Osimhen is doing too much. It's not. I don't know why they are not. This is an opinion of somebody on Go. He said, Nigerian International is expected to join. Was expected to join Real Madrid, PSG, or some Premier League club, but is once again stuck in limbo. Better Osimhen time in Turkey couldn't have gone much better than from a sporting perspective. The Nigerian scored 37 times in 41 appearances across all competitions, as Galatasaray won the domestic double. Usually, European top club would be queuing up to sign the prolific number 9, particularly as there are so few proven strikers in the market right now. And yet, at this time of writing this article, only Al Hilal has expressed concrete interest in acquiring the Napoli forward, which the Saudi have an outfit willing to make him one of the highest paid player on the planet. So, what on earth is going on with Victor Osimhen? Why is a world-class forward who dreamed of playing in the Premier League seemed left with no other option but to move to the Middle East? And why is he still so reluctant to do so? Good attempts to get to the bottom of this case, of the curious case of Victor Osimhen. Now, for Napoli knew that Osimhen wanted to leave. That's back at 2003. So, in conjunction with the player and his representative, they eventually came up with a plan. Osimhen would sign a lucrative contract extension until 2026, but actually leave in 2024 for whichever club meets its 120 million euro. That's 103 million, 140 million buyout clause. As far as everyone's involved was concerned, this was a win-win. Napoli could get another season, out of the striker who had just fired them to the Serie title. A title before selling him with a massive profit, while Osimhen would be blatantly given the opportunity, he always craved to join the European elite. Osimhen even revealed in January 2020 that his future had already been decided. I have made up my mind, he told this sports channel. I have my plan. I know what I want to do and the next step I want to take. I think 60% of people mentioned the rumor about that linked me with Premier League. Premier League is one of the best leagues in the world, but I just want to finish the season with Napoli strong and then follow through on the decision I've already made. Just 3 days later, Napoli president effectively confirmed that Osimhen would leave the club at the end of the campaign. Even more interestingly, the film producer revealed that the Lagos native would go to Real Madrid, PSG, or some Premier League team. Essentially, there wasn't a doubt in his mind that someone would be willing to pay 9-figure fee for the previous season championing. You understand? With 26 goals and 36 games, 18 months on, though the Napolis are still looking for a buyer for like half price. Now, this point, what happened to the case of Osimhen? Let me tell you what I feel happened to Osimhen. Now, when his problem was that contract he signed in the first place. He shouldn't have signed that contract because that contract took his time and it's not making him get another chance anymore. the Madrid that could have signed him has gotten Mbappe, right? His move to Stamford Bridge collapsed, maybe because of wage. Arsenal, no concrete EPL interest. So it's saga everywhere for Victor Osimhen at the moment. Saga everywhere for Victor Osimhen at the moment. But for me, what I think is that the origin of his problem is signing that contract. That contract made locked doors for those opportunities. Like that when people were desperate and in need of this, now people have improvised. People are trying to, and then I think Napoli made it very difficult for people to be able to acquire him. That's what I think in the comment. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Because everybody that's watching, smash up the like on the video, subscribe. Let me know what you think concerning Victor Osimhen. Let me know what you think, where you think he's going to head to. Do you think he's going to get a club? And let me know what you think in the comment section. Because everybody for watching. Don't forget to smash up the like, subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. I will be back and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.